What's up, everybody? Welcome back to One More Guitar. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. So today I'm going to do part 2 of my 3-part 2020 Christmas specials. Hopefully you saw the video yesterday with me and Matt talking about our favorite 90s albums. I had a lot of fun doing that. That was pretty good. And tomorrow, or Sunday, I'm not sure what day this is going to come out, but either way, Sunday, you're going to have a video of me doing a review of all of the gear I bought this year, and just kind of giving you my second opinions on those since I've had some time to play with it a little more now. So hopefully that'll be pretty fun too, so keep an eye out for that. So in this video, I want to try to just give you a little holiday gift. What I've done is I've made a bunch of playlists on my channel, and I'm not talking about playlists of videos of my stuff, but just music playlists from the 50s all the way to the 90s. And I plan on making a lot more, but you know, it takes time to do it, and YouTube's playlist maker is not the best in the world, so it's taken some time to get this far, but we'll look at them in a minute and I'll show you what I've got out there. But first I want to say, you know, why did I do this? Why did I go through the trouble of making all these playlists? It started a few nights ago. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was talking about having to buy a guitar for somebody for Christmas. So we started talking about what we thought was the best guitar for a beginner. And if you're curious where that conversation led, we both agreed that it was an acoustic guitar because it's more portable and, you know, it's less to learn. You can just focus on learning the notes and not have to deal with pedals and amps and all that stuff. So that's kind of where we landed. But then the conversation kind of morphed into what made us successful as beginner guitar players. And that was our love of music. You know, we realized that our passion for the music we were playing is what kept us going at it, right? We were lucky. We both grew up together, and we had a lot of friends that played, and so we kind of all pushed each other to get better and learn and stuff. But, you know, we realized that each one of us went home every night, and we worked on these songs because we loved them and because we wanted to play them. And that really, to me, is what will make you successful as a musician. It's just a love of music. So I thought, you know, if there's any chance that I can share my love of music with somebody, then it's worth doing this. So what I did was I went through and I picked my favorite songs and all of these different categories that I'll go over in a second. I just wanted you to know that you can come to my channel and find some music to put on, and hopefully it's something you like. So let's take a look at the playlist I've made, talk about them a little bit, and see if there's anything of interest to you. Alright, so I want to show you what I got real quick. First, let me tell you how to get to these playlists in case you don't know. You need to get to my channel, and to do that, just click on my icon anytime you see it, and it'll take you here. Once you get to my channel, then you can click on the playlist, and then you can see all the stuff I have here. So real quick, I'll just go through it. Down here we've got some playlists just for the channel videos. I have a 90s playlist that I made a while back, and this is pretty much just full of everything I liked in the 90s rock wise. Let's take a quick look at that. So it's pretty much just alternative rock. I grew up in the 90s, so this is the kind of stuff I was listening to when I was a kid, so just some good fun 90s stuff there. Okay, and then recently, these are the playlists I've made, and I started back in the 50s, and I started at the birth of rock and roll here, so you know, just got some classics. And if you've never listened to this kind of stuff and you like rock music, I definitely recommend going back and listening to it. It's pretty awesome. And I'll say it's pretty fun to just listen to this stuff in order and kind of hear how it came out, you know, chronologically. It's pretty fun. So after the 50s rock, I got an early 60s rock. I had to split the 60s up because there's just so much stuff, and you know, the stuff at the end of the 60s is so much different from the stuff at the beginning. So we'll split it up. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too long in here. Just kind of show you some of the stuff I've got in here. I've got the late 60s rock. Gets a little heavier. There's still some pretty light stuff in here though. Things really started changing in the middle of the 60s. Music went in all kinds of directions. It's pretty interesting. I made a 60s soul playlist, and this covers all of the 60s. And again, if this is something you haven't listened to, I definitely recommend checking it out. There's some really awesome tunes in this playlist here. So much fun stuff. Great songwriting, great musicianship. It's good stuff. All right, then we get into the 70s, and the 70s had some killer rock and roll, I'll tell you what. This is one of my favorite playlists in here, really. I've probably listened to this one the most. Pretty good bit. I dig it. Alright, I've got a 70s soul, funk, and disco. And this playlist jams. If you like some dance music from the 70s, check this one out because you'll really like it. At least I think you will anyway. It'll get you moving. It's pretty fun. Then when I was looking through all this stuff, it kind of blew me away how much soft music came out in the 70s. I mean, look, I got 249 videos in here, and some pretty good stuff. It's not something that, you know, when I started making this list, I didn't think I would like it, actually, and wasn't planning on putting it out, but it ended up being really good. So if you're in the mood for something a little softer just to kind of put in the background or chill out to, check out this playlist. It's pretty good. Alright, then we get into late 70s rock. Again, this is a golden age of rock in the 70s to me. So it's not quite as drastic as the difference in the early 60s and the late 60s, but still, there's some awesome stuff in here and some very creative stuff. Steely Dan. And you also have stuff like the Ramones that came out that was just, you know, really fun, straightforward rock and roll. Now that's a good one. Alright, then I got 80s rock list. The reason I didn't split 80s rock into early and late is because the 80s kind of got taken over by new wave and alternative, so I have a separate playlist for that stuff we'll talk about in a minute. But this was just, you know, the evolution of where rock went in the 80s. And again, this is a really fun playlist to listen to. There's some stuff in here that, you know, I've heard a lot over the years, or, you know, it's just been overplayed. Pour Some Sugar on Me, for example. Stuff that I don't really listen to that much, but when I put it all in this playlist, I mean, it really does play well. This is a pretty fun playlist. Okay. And how could I skip all of the wonderful pop music in the 80s? Again, I like fun music, and this playlist is definitely that. Alright, then we got some dance and soul music in the 80s. Man, this stuff is killer. Yeah. Everybody's got to be able to get down to this one. This is good stuff here. Yeah, check that out. If you've never listened to this stuff, definitely check it out. Alright, and then here is the new wave and 80s alternative I was talking about. And this is stuff like Devo and The Cure, and, you know, stuff that was a little different than your typical rock at the time. Basically the way rock evolved into the alternative music of the 90s that I love so much. I really like the 80s rock playlist, but I have to say that I definitely tend to listen to this one more. You know, this is where my track kind of changed a little bit. But yeah, this stuff, you know, I know it's not for everybody, but you know, if you're a little odd or want something just a little bit different, check it out. And there's definitely some fun songs in here too. A lot of big hits, so maybe you can dip your toe in a little bit. But man, new wave and alternative is really cool stuff if you've never listened to it. Okay, that's it. Right now, this is all I've got. I had planned to make some more. Next on my list is a blues playlist. Then I'm going to do bluegrass and country, and I'll do rap and just anything I can think of. Just know that you can come here and I'll have playlists. I'll keep updating them and trying to improve them, and then I'll make as many new ones as I can think of. So that's pretty much it. I had two reasons that I wanted to start this channel. One is because I was buying a lot of gear, and I'm the kind of person that goes and watches every single video about something that I want to buy before I do it. So I thought, well, I can contribute to that. You know, I'm definitely buying stuff, so my experience with it may be helpful for other people in making a purchase decision. But I thought that's really not enough to go through the trouble of starting a YouTube channel. So I started thinking about it. What else can I do? Well, I wanted to try to share my passion for music and my love of music and my love of playing music. And so I thought, well, I've had a few people asking me about how to play, and so I'll do some beginner lessons, and talk about music some, and hopefully I can share this spark with somebody. You know, this is something that I really love, and you know, if anybody out there is interested, if I can help them get into it further, then I'm all for it. So I just wanted you to know that getting beginners into music and into playing is something that is really important to me. So I thought this would be another way to help people dip their toe in a little bit if they're not completely into it yet. And otherwise, it'll just be good playlists for people who do already like music to go check out. So that was kind of my motivation for starting the channel and why I went ahead and did all of these playlists. All right, so that's what I've got for now. Hopefully there's something out there you're interested in. If there's a particular decade or, you know, time period you haven't listened to, go check it out, man. There's some really good stuff in these playlists. A lot of great artists, a lot of great songs. So that's all I've got today. I just wanted to share that with you and hopefully give you some tunes to listen to. So I really do appreciate you watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you liked the video. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Hope you're enjoying it. Till next time, take it easy and keep playing.